Hello, beautiful tribe. How you all doing out there? I just wanted to take this opportunity today to drop in with a little elemental invocation to honor the day that's in it, Earth Day, and also the new moon in Taurus, which is a earthly and sensual sign. And I want to see it, or I do see it, as an invitation to us to really get passionate about life, to really get sensual about life, to fall in love with life, to make love to life, and to really look at our lives and how we've been showing up for ourselves in terms of our physical body and for our earth, our mother, and whether we've been doing all we can to really love on ourselves and the earth and to really use this incredible gift of life to live at our full capacity, our full potential, in full love affair, making love to life in every moment that we are gifted with on this planet. So I wanted to bring you on a little elemental alchemy journey and have a little tea ceremony. So I've got some tea here, and I invite you all to have a little tea cup. Any kind of drink will do, water, or if you don't have water or a cup, that's okay. You can just use your breath and use your hand. But this is an elemental invocation, and what I am hoping to do is just to call on the elements to support us, to help us, to guide us, to provide us with all of the strength and courage and things that we need to get through this time, in this place, in this world. Working with the elements really allows us to expand our perception of who we are beyond our physical bodies of bones and flesh and skin. We are elemental beings, and the ancient tribes would work a lot with the elements. They lived in commune with the earth. They lived in harmony and balance with the earth and the elements, and they really used them in ceremony and ritual to seek direction and guidance and support in life. And that's what I am hoping to give to you guys today. So before we start, I'd like to just find a comfortable position for everybody, and closing down the eyes. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And releasing out of our mouth, making any sounds we need to make, opening the jaw wide, softening in the brow, softening in the face, softening in the heart space. And I'd like to begin by honoring the traditional custodians of the land on which I stand, which is the Bidjigal and Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, honouring their elders past, present and future, and acknowledging their traditions and their ways, and wishing for a return to those ancient ways where we all live in harmony and balance and respect for the earth. So as it is Earth Day, inviting you to honor the ancestors of your land wherever you may be, and sending a thread of gratitude to all of the earthly elements that surround you in your neighborhood: the trees, the rocks, the mountains, the soil, the sand, the sea, all of the beautiful element of earth that holds us and supports us and nourishes us and provides us with everything we need in this life. And we start with our elemental journey by acknowledging the East, and acknowledging and celebrating all the benevolent beings of the East. And the East represents the element of air. Air holds the qualities of inspiration, vitality. It allows us to really dig deep into the inspired parts of our souls, to find ways forward, to move forward with our life, full of passion, full of vitality. So if you can imagine a beautiful big eagle or a condor flying high in the sky, wings spread wide open, heart expanding, breath vital. gliding through the wind with a bird's eye view, looking down on the world and not sweating the small stuff because they can see the bigger picture. So in this moment, in this time, let's call in inspiration from the element of air. And as we breathe in an inspired, vital breath, let's blow out into our cup, blowing out the inspiration and vitality that we seek. And then taking a nice long sup of our cup, drinking our intention for inspiration down into our bodies. Now let's move to the south. And the south, let's acknowledge those from the south and call in the element of fire. Fire is the element of transformation. It's the element we work with when we want to transform or transmute any thinking or way of being. It allows us to have the courage to shift our perspective and to see things from a new way. So in alchemy, when one substance transmutes from one form to another, fire is the element that does that. So we can use fire to really transform our lives and our thinking. So with this in mind, if there's anything that you wish to transform or flip the switch in your mind in terms of your thinking, then use this moment to take a nice deep breath in for the gift of transformation. And gently blow into your cup. And then drink your wishes down into your beautiful body. Beautiful. And then we move to the west. And acknowledging all benevolent beings of the west, we turn to the west for the element of water. Water is a beautiful element to work with when we feel overwhelmed by life, when we feel like things are falling apart, and we really need to believe that when they're falling apart, they're actually falling together. So water allows us to trust in the process. It allows us to surrender to the flow. It allows us to allow and accept and to flow and to grow with the challenges that life throws. It reminds us that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it, and what we resist persists. So how can we soften? How can we surrender? How can we meet our worlds where they're at and really lean into the challenges with grace, with ease, with flow? So with this in mind, taking a nice deep breath into the trusting, loving arms of water. Blowing your intentions and your hopes for trusting and surrendering and allowing into your cup. Then drinking your wishes down. And then we turn the medicine wheel to the north, to the beautiful element of earth, Pachamama, our home. Everything we need, she provides to us. Everything we need to nourish us, to hold us, to support us, to allow us to feel unconditional love from her, endless love. Today being Earth Day, let's offer our love up to her, up to our mother, and respect our mother, and respect ourselves, and look into our lives and use the invitation from the earth element to really, see where we've been showing up for ourselves, for the earth, and where we can maybe do better. There's always room for improvement when we think about how we nourish ourselves and how we nourish the world around us. So So using the earth element, it also allows us to dissolve any illusions of separation, any illusions of loneliness and isolation that this time might bring, knowing that we can always connect back to the mother. We can always ground our roots down into the earth and remember that we are all one, that we are all connected, and that we are never alone, that we are loved, that we are held, that we matter. Taking a nice deep breath into the element of air. And blowing your wishes into your cup. Then drinking those wishes down back into your body. Giving yourself the love that you so desperately deserve. Drinking down unconditional love for yourself and for the beautiful earth that holds us. And last but not least, we move to the element of ether. The element of ether is the space in between. It's the and the or. It's the element that we connect to when we want to create a connection to our higher selves, to our higher purpose, to our higher path. It is the energy from the cosmos. It is the wisdom, universal wisdom. And we get to tap into the element of ether in meditation, in creation, when we are creating art, when we are creating life, when we are creating love, through making love. It is the element that we work with when we are transcending one state from the other, when we are falling asleep or when we are dreaming. And it really gives us the opportunity to tap into all of the cosmos, all of the knowledge, and bow down to the teacher within us and the predecessors and ancestors who have come before us. So let's breathe into the element of ether. And this time when we breathe in, let's imagine a lotus flower on the top of our head. And as it's opening up towards the light that is beaming down from the cosmos in through the crown of our head and filling up our bodies, our bellies, with the universal life force and cosmic energy of the universe. And when we take a deep breath in for this element, I invite you to make a wish. This wish might be a wish that you have in your heart, an intention that you want to set for yourself, for the world. But when you make it, I want you to really feel like what it would feel like when this wish comes true. So we're not just wishing for it willy-nilly, we're actually embodying the feeling of what it will be like when our wish comes true. How will we be? How will we feel? What will we say? What will we do when this wish comes true? Taking a moment to think about that wish. And if you don't have a wish right now, that's okay too. You can just wish for collective healing for the earth, for humanity. Taking a deep breath in through that lotus flower, imagining that light filling you up. And then blowing your wish into your cup. Drinking that wish down. Locking it into every cell of your being. Feeling the connection to the earth beneath you. Feeling the air on your skin. Feeling the heat or the cold. Hearing the sounds, smelling the smells. Falling in love with nature. Falling in love with yourself. Falling in love with life. Allowing yourself to be turned on by this beautiful life. Giving yourself permission to make love with life. And while we create our lives with every breath we take and every move we make and every thought comes across our mind. We get to really start fantasizing about the lives that we wish to live, safe in the knowledge that the more that what we think we create, and we get an opportunity to create our reality. So why not make it the most exciting, passionate, vibrant, radiant love affair of your life? Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Really, really looking forward to seeing you all on Saturday to join us for Deepa's Yoga Project Freedom Flow. It's going to be an absolutely awesome adventure that we get to go on together, and really connect and land into each other's homes and hearts with love and light and high vibes. So yeah, really looking forward to flowing with you all, and thank you for joining me on this little tea ceremony. We hope you loved it as much as I enjoyed sharing it. So thank you guys, we love you.